What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is 1 week away from turkey season, and like a dummy, I have decided to change up some of my gear. So for the last 6 years or so, I've been using this Magellan Outdoors turkey vest here. It served me pretty well. This thing's super loud. I mean, it holds everything I need to and then some. Another thing I don't like is these clips to hold the seat on. It's a real pain in the butt to clip back whenever you're standing with it on. So anyway, I've been using this Alps Outdoors waist pack, and this works really well, but the only thing I don't like is having to reach behind you to take stuff out of the main pocket, which is real difficult unless you take it loose and kind of spin it around, and that's just a lot of movement. So really good pack, but maybe it'll be better suited for something else. So what I've done is I have ordered the Tidewe Turkey vest off of Amazon. I'll have the link in the description, and we are going to do an unboxing / review and see how we like this thing. So let's go. They had two options for this. Not really the same model, but they had one with the kickstand and one without it. And there were slight differences between this one and the one with the kickstand, but I opted for no kickstand, mainly because I'm always hunting up against a tree and don't think I'll ever use that anyway. I also do not use too much green in my camo. I like to keep all my camo pretty versatile so I can use it, early and late in the year. So this strata pattern really matches my Kuyu pattern. So one thing I noticed right off the rip is, yes, that's making a lot of noise, but it's considerably less. Big zipper pocket on the inside and two mouth call pockets. Same thing on the other side, except the pocket is divided in the middle. So instead of one big pocket, you've got two pockets there, and you also have two more mouthcall pockets. Straps here are kind of thick and padded. Grab handle on the top. So let's look at our front pockets. On the right side here, you have two pockets, and I really don't like Velcro on anything on my hunting gear just because of that, but not too big of a deal. You have two striker pockets here. You have one pocket right here that you could probably put a cell phone or battery pack or something in. Another big pocket here. Just one big open pocket with some shell holder pockets here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 shotgun shell holders there. You have two pot call pockets here. A mesh pocket on the outside of each one of these pot call pockets. And so on the other side, you have another big pocket here with another 8 shotgun shell holders here. And looks like we have a box call pocket. And looks like you could put 3 more strikers right here. That's long enough to put a striker. Well, you could also put a cell phone or something in there, big battery pack. So on the back here. So we have one big game pocket, so you can stick your decoys or a harvested bird in. And you have one big pocket on the back. And that is just one huge pocket. So if you open up this main game pouch here, there's another pocket right here. Looks like it's big enough for a small bladder. I was hoping that it would be big enough to fit my platypus, but I do not think that it's going to be quite big enough. So I do have another bladder, so it's very small, so it'll fit in there. But it's got the little hole right there to stick your hose through, and then you would run it through these loops on the straps, the shoulder straps. So I'm gonna get this thing on and see if I can get it adjusted. All right, so I've done a few things here. I've gotten it adjusted to fit me. It's not tight, but I could fit, you know, a light jacket up under it and it'd be just fine. One thing that I don't like about any kind of backpack or vest or anything with adjustments is I do not like loose tag ends just flopping all over the place. So first thing I did whenever I got it adjusted was just take some electrical tape and tighten up all the loose ends so, you know, everything's nice and clean. I did put everything in here that I would take, and we'll start with this side. This top pocket here, I've got my cell phone in, fits perfectly. This pot call pocket here, I've got my main pot call. I've got a backup in this one. And these two front pockets here, these work great for the little mouth call cases. So in this main pocket here, I don't have, you know, really anything in here. I've got this hooter that I really don't use. I'm not going to use this striker pocket here, you know, unless I really find something else for this pocket here. But I really don't like the Velcro, so I'm just going to stay away from using that right away. One thing I noticed that I didn't notice whenever I was unboxing it is there's two pockets, one on each side here, and those go back pretty far. This would be perfect for, you know, like cross-drawing a sidearm or something like that, which I carry a sidearm with me all the time, even deer hunting. We've got a lot of pigs on the property, so I like to be able to handle those at will. So this side and this pocket here, I've got 3 strikers. Like I said, if I found something that I would rather put in this pocket, I could switch them to the striker pocket up here. This pocket here holds my box call pretty nice. Weird way of cinching it down, maybe a pain in the butt trying to get it out, but you know, it actually works out pretty nice. This main pocket here, I've got 8 turkey loads in there. I could put something in the bottom of this, you know, like chalk for my box call or sandpaper or whatever. The pocket on the back is big enough for a hard decoy. This is the flex tone hen. The only problem I see with that is whenever you have the hen in there, you can't lift your seat up to the back. So I'm going to take this hen out real quick. There is a magnet on the back. You can hear it click. And it will hold it, but it doesn't hold it very good. So, I mean, light walking would probably be fine, but as soon as you jump a creek, it'll fall down. And I've played with it, and you can't get these adjustment straps right here tight enough to hold it without pulling it off the magnet. So I'm not really fond of that, and I may go a different route as far as a seat goes. For the time being, I'll probably just let it hang down. So I can tighten it up so it'll be tight on my butt when I'm walking. So that is okay. And then just whenever I go sit down, you just take these 2 buckles right here and release them, and it'll flip it down. When you stand up, flip it up, use the magnet, and then you can use both hands to buckle your straps. So with it being tight to my butt like that, you know, it won't really be flopping around when I'm walking, so that's not really a big deal. Overall, I really like this thing. You know, one of the biggest features that I like the most is the soft fabric. So it doesn't make a bunch of noise whenever something rubs up against it, or, you know, you're walking through briars or something like that. It's not going to make a lot of noise. I like that it has so many pockets. The pockets are huge and easy to open one-handed. I do like all of the padding that's in the back because I always rest up against a tree. Sometimes you wind up with pressure points or something in your back, and it makes you know, move around a lot. So the adjustments on this thing is crazy. You know, there's adjustments everywhere, and I was able to get this to fit me perfectly. There was a lot of reviews on this that said that it was huge, and I'm sure for someone smaller than me, or a lot smaller than me, which I'm kind of a bigger guy, I'm not tall, but a little stocky, this actually tightens up perfectly to fit me. So I haven't tried putting a bladder in it yet. I'm gonna do that later on, play around with it after season starts. I may not even need it. My only disappointment with this is the seat. That was one of the bigger reasons why I bought this, was because of the magnets. And I mean, it takes little to no pressure to take that off of the magnet, and there's only one single magnet in it, so I can kind of see that as being an issue to some people. But like I said earlier, you know, if you've got it tightened down where it's kind of snug up against your butt, it shouldn't give you any issues flopping around when you're walking or getting in the way or hindering you from jumping over a creek or something like that. So I don't really think it's a deal breaker, but it's just something to think about. I don't know what I would use this big pocket here in the back for. You know, maybe light jacket or something like that I want to store. Say if it's a colder morning and it starts getting a little bit warmer into the morning, you know, you could take your jacket off and stow it in there. So that's actually, you know, a pretty good plan to use that pocket there. So again, I'm actually overall pleased with this vest, and I think it will be a great addition to my turkey setup. So like I said, the only issue I had was the seat, and I had been thinking about going with that new stool from Out on the Limb, and he just released a new run and gun stool, and I think that would be good for turkey hunting. It's real lightweight, folds up real nice. You know, I think it would be great for run and gun deer hunting, you know, when you're hunting from the ground in the brush, or turkey hunting, pig hunting, whatever. Anyway, that would be another video for another day. So anyway, I hope I helped somebody make a decision on whether or not to pull the trigger on this vest. You know, if you're a little bit bigger guy, I'm about 215 and 5'7". So if you're any bigger than that, I would definitely say go with this vest. If you're smaller than that, or much smaller than that, I would say you probably need to go another direction, unless you know, you like it loose fitting. That's going to be it on this Tidewe turkey vest. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time in Rob's Man Cave.